And let's get everything up and recording. We're kind of mixing things together, right? We're stitching together what we're recording here this evening with what Phoenix Kalita already recorded earlier this afternoon.
Yes.
All right. And that will all come together and be the evening wine cellar. Try to pop back up with a morning wine cellar. Phoenix Kalita's SWOP show, Sex Workers Outreach Project, SWOP. Phoenix Kalita, as the director of communications,
Yes.
has a different RSS feed, a different show feed up for that. Or you can just go straight to the SoundCloud and subscribe. But I did put it in Google Play, Stitcher, and Apple. I put it in the quintessential ones. Mm-hmm. Like when I have more time off work, I can go ahead and get it in, TuneIn, Last.fm, Podkicker. Make sure it gets dumped in all those as well. But you can go straight to SoundCloud and subscribe there if you should so choose. Mm-hmm. Or if you follow any of our Facebook feeds, the Reading in the Shade, Social Dissonance, A Critical Analysis of Justice, WineCellarMedia.com. We'll make sure we get Phoenix Kalita's show there. All right. And folks on Patreon get early access to the episodes, right? Like today is Wednesday. An episode just went live of the Phoenix Kalita show. But the folks on Patreon had that episode on Monday.
Right.
Right. And then the one that she recorded that's going to go up Friday, folks on Patreon are going to have that tonight. But then it will be on the socialized free feed on Friday. And then if you record another one, well, that'll just be the Monday one.
Right.
No, wait, I already set the Friday one. Yeah, I already set that one.
Which one is Friday?
What you recorded yesterday.
Oh.
Yeah, what you recorded yesterday is set on Friday. Like, I already uploaded it to SoundCloud, but then I just set a timer to it. But then I put it on Patreon, and that's just Patreon only, so they have early access. So what you recorded today, on Wednesday, won't be up till Monday.
Okay.
But folks on Patreon will have it early.
Okay.
And that's for as little as $1 a month.
Right.
You know, folks will have early access. And I guess that's the schedule we're trying to gun for with Phoenix Kalita's show.
Yeah, I'm trying to do like at least 3 times a week do sex worker updates, and then twice a week do some international news.
Yeah.
I think that's the goal. Yeah, because I did an international news today one, and it was interesting because people in the comment section were like, I did not know this was happening. Because, American media right now is Russia's doing something, Trump said something, and there was a mass shooting somewhere. That's like the entirety of news in America right now.
Yes, indeed. All right. You know what? You're recording those on your tablet?
Yeah.
Shitting me. Let's try something. I think you don't have to Facebook Live them anymore.
Oh.
Because if you're recording them on the tablet, when you just hook the tablet up to the computer, I can just copy the file.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. All right. Folks are like, what the fuck are they talking about? All kind of shit.
All kinds of things. Stuff and things.
Patty tweeting on the Twitter said, I want to hear what them wine cellar niggas got to say about this shit. And I was like,
I guarantee that's not how Patty talks.
Verbatim.
No.
Verbatim.
No.
Patty kind of yelled it, actually.
Did not.
In a Twitter video. Patty was like, what's cracking, fools? Talk that gangster shit. Candace Owens. Mm-hmm. Folks, Phoenix Kalita, what does Phoenix Kalita think? You feeling it?
Oh, I hate Candace Owens, and I will be so happy when she dies. But that bitch is probably gonna outlive me.
Did I leave my old English next to you? We got my old we got a little can of old English here, buddy. So Phoenix Kalita had short thoughts on Candace Owens.
I fucking hate her. That's my thought.
All right. So
I mean,
what up?
She's a fucking grifter, man.
Yep. I was looking at the comments section. I saw folks saying like, oh my God, I can't believe it. Black Nazi, black white supremacist, a black white nationalist. Oh, nigga, Candace Owens is a black employee.
So I want to throw out like my own like disclaimer on that though, like before you get, because I know what you're gonna say. Before you get to your thing, I just want to point out that like, yes, actually, black Nazis do fucking exist. Like, there's a guy, his name was, I believe, Dan Burrows, and he was literally a Jew, and he was in the American Nazi Party, okay? Like, some people are actually that self-hating, like, And I know that's not where we were going with our commentary, but, Like, please don't be surprised by things like that. There are actually people who hate themselves or are that deluded. Remember that fucking nigga who used to be running around in that fucking Confederate Army uniform and shit?
How we made fun of that.
He dead now. But yeah, no, there actually are people that are that, fucking self-hating. Like, you can't be surprised by shit like that. Just because it's wrong doesn't mean it doesn't happen. That was my disclaimer, that's all.
Yeah. And Candace Owens, gotta compartmentalize Candace Owens from the people that pay her. Like, Candace Owens is, and there's like one of two, maybe a blend of both, right? Straight up, stone cold, and I think this kind of is a medical term, right? Sociopath. Like, not just like an ideological term.
Like, medically speaking, it's antisocial personality disorder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Candace Owens is just like, how do I get my dollar? I don't give a fuck, just how do I get my dollar?
Right.
And she'll say any words that need to be said that will get her that dollar. And let's keep it greasy. This is where Physical Leader, this is like that perception shit, so we disagree here and there on this. Candace Owens is very good for the role, particularly not just Candace Owens is black.
Dark skin.
Yep, dark skin black. And thin, cis, and pretty.
Right.
Good spokesperson.
And very articulate.
Yeah, enunciates.
Sounds white when she talks.
Actually does. Like, and the people are like, oh, you're saying there's black people that talk like they're white just because they ain't ghetto-fied?
No.
And it's like, no. She
no.
has the speak to the manager pacing.
Yeah, like it's not just her vocabulary choices, it's her accentuations, it's her pauses, it's her tempos, it's her cadence. It is intentionally designed to sound like a white woman who wants to call the manager.
Yeah.
That's very intentional.
It's a style thing. Like, there's something deliberate happening there.
Yeah.
And in that case, it's kind of performative. Like, think about how close she is with her grandfather, as she claims to be.
Right.
And, I mean, when you get to a certain age of black people in McMurica, they're all country.
Right.
She has no country sound in her speech, her public speech, at all.
Right.
All right?
Right.
Behind the scenes, she might sound like how Ocasio-Cortez tried to sound at that one thing. Maybe we can make fun of that over the week, and by that time it'll be old. But that was a funny clip, Ocasio-Cortez trying to talk country. That was a little amusing. But and Candace Owens, like, so that's the one thing, right? Just straight up going for the money, sociopath, stone cold. And also, but then there's also the factor of she might just really not like black people, like in the majority, like as a black person. And as people always say, self-hating. I don't think hate yourself.
Right.
I think probably sees yourself as above these other ghetto scum niggers.
Right. I'm not like them.
Yeah.
I think it's just the sociopath thing. I think it's just the grifter thing because, it's very easy to be black and make money on the right. Because, like, you have to realize if she were to stay... Because she started off as, like, a liberal and fucking, sued some people for anti-black racism or some shit when she was in college or whatever.
Oh, like Rachel Dolezal.
Right. But you have to realize, though, that the left... You know what? Let me not say the left. That's a right-wing talking point. Because they're not the left. They're fucking Democrats. That's not the left. But, like, within Democratic circles, she was anti-Trump and, this and that. But so is everybody else. So it's very hard for her to make a career out of being a basic liberal because they already have their anointed ones.
Those
as far as
spots
that
are
goes,
filled.
like Zerlina, like she's not going to unseat Zerlina Maxwell or fucking what the fuck is her face? Joyanne Reed. You know what I mean? Or who else was up? Melissa Harris Perry. Like, she's not gonna get that MSNBC job because those diversity hires have already been hired. However, any black person can go to the right and, spit the conservative talking points and get fucking paid because there will never be enough people who are black who are representing the right in the way that Candace Owens is doing it because it's fucking vile, because most people have that sort of moral compass and just refuse to do it. But, it would have been very hard for her to stay with what she was doing when she was doing that basic Democrat anti-Trump shit. Like, that was basic as fuck, but that also brings a basic ass paycheck until, Zerlina Maxwell dies and maybe you can get her spot. So no, I don't even think it's like that she probably does hate black people too, but I don't think that's the reason that she's doing this, because she could just be quiet and hate black people and live in, fucking gentrified whatever now. But I think she's doing this solely for money, because this is the only place that she can make easy money. All she has to do is repeat the talking points.
Man, obviously I'm not playing any audio from that hearing, but also, and notice, like, she really is, like, colloquially speaking, a Negro puppet for right-wing white supremacist talking points. Because now, folks, I would recommend that you go to that whole 3-hour and 28-minute C-SPAN video, and do it on like a desktop or laptop computer, right? Don't use your smart device. Or you know what? Everyone might not. I might have just said some classist shit. If you have access, your local library, something, to a desktop or laptop style computer, go to that whole 3-hour, 28-minute video so you can actually have the mouse and scroll along. And every time you see Candace Owens' face pop up, scroll back a few seconds and see what happens. All that's happening is Republicans yield their time to her and ask her to spit some more talking points over and over. That's all that happened.
Specifically, it was white male Republicans.
Yep.
Like, I'm not racist. This is my black friend.
That's all she was there to be. She was like, look at my young, pretty black friend. I have a black millennial friend. How can I be racist, sexist, and ageist? Huh. And then there's the, what's his name? Peter Liu?
Yeah. I think I don't even actually know. I'm assuming that's how you say his last name. I don't actually know.
Actually, wait, was his name Peter?
I don't know his first name.
Shoot. Todd.
Todd?
He was the guy from California. The California Democrat that was there. And, again. Ted. So Todd was the closest. All right, of all my guesses. I'm not going to play his audio. I mean, most likely folks heard that already.
Yeah.
Where he held up his smart device, played the clip of Candace Owens talking about Hitler. And then, you see, because that's the short clip that you get on Twitter and you keep on moving. You make your comment, ha ha, whoop-de-whoop, blue, blue, blah. But let it keep playing. It's kind of amusing because he's like, I don't know why she's here. Here's the clip. And then he just asked someone else to talk, just talked around her for like 8 minutes. It was fucking awesome. It was hilarious. And then when Candace Owens started talking again.
Oh, and she had that for real, real. I said, call the manager, call the district manager, call the area manager, call the CEO.
But problem was, the manager was the one with the gavel, and he was barely listening to her. Like, you could tell that he was recognizing the fact that her voice was happening, and he was just waiting for someone else to say shit that makes sense again.
The hilarious thing, though, is that she was actually right when she talked to him, because she said, you think black people are stupid, to Lou, that's not, you think black people are too stupid to go look up the full clip and understand the full context and, blah, blah, blah. And then, the guy with the gavel was like, you can't call him stupid. She's like, I didn't call him stupid. You weren't listening to me. And he's just like, He literally just shrugged.
Yeah. Because he just hears her voice. He heard the word stupid, said, hey.
Keep it civil.
Yeah. When, she did not call Ted Liu stupid.
Yeah.
She actually didn't call anyone stupid.
Yeah.
But why pay attention to you? Because everyone knows why she's there.
Exactly.
And the big problem is no one would just say that shit. Like, somebody was speaking, a black woman was speaking, and she said, churches are being burned in Louisiana. She didn't say black churches, and everybody should just put some stank on it. Say black churches are being burned by white people that Candace Owens speaks up for, by white people that follow Candace Owens on Twitter, by white people of whom are fans of Turning Point. Fucking say it. Democrats are such fucking punks.
Yeah.
Really, you're scared of Candace Owens? As much as you Democrats practice racism on your side, Hillary Clinton had prison slave labor, you're scared of Candace Owens? Get the fuck out of here. That's bullshit. Go get your new homegirl, Officer Harris, to put on her homegirl voice and have her talk down to Candace Owens for you. That might at least look a little gangster.
Honestly, like, that could happen and it would kind of be hilarious.
Yeah, it'd be a cold move because Kamala, you know what that's funny is when I hear people talk about code switching, it's to appease white people.
Yeah.
But Kamala's fake black, so it's to appease black people.
Except we know it's fake black, so it's actually to appease white people who think she's actually black.
And black Democrats. To appease Imani
Democrats,
Gandhi. You know, for fucking Imani. And Elon.
Yeah. No, I think that would be funny. But, because, I did notice that, too. Like, Candace, like, I never thought these words were going to come out of my face in a serious way. But, yeah, Candace Owens was straight up playing the race card. Anytime someone said something negative about her, she was like, and this is anti-blackness. And this is a problem that you have with black people. I was like, nigga, it's a problem people have with you.
Yeah.
Yeah, you might be darker than me, but you can't be black with us.
Nope.
No.
You go be black with Kamala, actually. You go be that black. Because you know what? Democrat, Republican, they're both literally just being partisan black. They're just party line Negroes.
Yeah. But yeah, actually, I would be amused if Kamala did, do was in a hearing like that with Candace, because Kamala is actually, because she was a prosecutor. She is, despite all her other fucking problems, she is actually very good at asking pointed questions and trying to get answers, because that was her job as a prosecutor. And that's something she is good at. So it would be very interesting if those two ever did end up in a situation like that where Kamala did get to question Candace.
Okay. In all, like, the goddess of irony is looking at me and grinning so big right now, because I have to kind of echo Benjamin Dixon here, because I just said they're party line Negroes. A lot of white women follow the program, cis and trans. Don't say that. Don't fucking don't repeat that argument out there. My friend William said they're just party line Negroes, and I agree. Yeah, because I remember, because Benjamin Dixon was back in 2015-16. Benjamin Dixon was riffing about Bernie Sanders, and like I think it was when they were first bringing up the disingenuous reparations shit.
Yeah.
And he was like, "Nope, you're good with me, Bernie. You don't have to jump through any more Negro hoops." And then he said,
"Woo!
You know what? My white followers, please don't repeat that. Don't say Bernie doesn't have to jump through Negro hoops."
Yeah.
Let me say it. Share the clip if you need to, but don't repeat it, please.
Yeah, don't fucking repeat. My favorite tweet recently was somebody said, who should I follow on Twitter? And they were like, but we were having the conversation in person, and I actually wrote down your Twitter handle because I didn't want to say it.
Which one?
Mine.
Oh, yours, Uppity Negro. Oh.
Yeah. Like, I don't even want to say it, so I wrote it down.
Damn, and what if they knew about the program? They'd have to say, Uppity Negress, she does the black podcast.
Yeah. Oh, they know about the program.
Ooh.
But also, this person is in Scandinavia, so,
It's awkward?
I think so, because it's very, very white there.
She's a Zwarte Piet,
Wow.
Just,
no, that's, okay, that's not even in Scandinavia, but no.
No, it's not?
No, that's in the Netherlands.
Oh, man.
Scandinavia's just a little bit further north, just a little bit more pure white.
I be confusing my white people, man. My white knowledge is weak. Need to do more research.
On what?
On white people.
Yeah, do more research on white people, please. Let me know what happens.
Nah, I'm just going to keep covering more white. Sometimes I wonder if I should cover white on white crime more seriously, because it is crime, and it's actually kind of bad. But, we find funny stories and do that. I don't know. Do you have any news?
We find humor about everything, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, yeah. What did Katie help us? They're just irreverent.
Yeah. We've been called
honestly.
that. I remember back in 2016 one time, and I will not link anyone to it. If you dare go through all the archives of, here, I'll give you a window. September to late November 2019, somewhere, we made a joke, and I'm going back playing the audio while I'm at work, and I was like, whoa, that was worthy of all the call out.
What did we do?
It was foul. It was fucking foul.
Oh, we were mean?
You know what? Find it to yourself, fuckos. You go ahead and dig through them fucking 90-minute and hour episodes while we're pumping out new shit.
All right.
Well, now Rashani's digging, right? Chump.
Also, I found out, this isn't a whole story. It's not even a whole segment. This is just something I found out today. Yvette Carnell, in addition to working for that fucking white supremacist, pro-eugenics, fuck black people PFIR board she sits on, she apparently also worked for Soda Head. Who knew?
Is that a band?
No. It's like they do like polling and like market research type shit. But fucking racist. Like really fucking racist. And they had a website where you could go and like do polls and whatnot. But basically all their followers were like fucking like millennial evangelical Christians. So they were like, you know, Mike Pence ideology. They just knew how to use the internet.
Why is she being the stereotype of light skin? That's why it's good that you have your face out there as a public figure now.
Not like all you're bringing people are like this.
Yeah, man, bring it back, yo. Like you and DJ Quick need to collab on some shit. I'm saying that mostly because a DJ Quick instrumental came on, but yeah, man, it's not looking hot out there. Like Melissa Harris Perry fucked it up real bad.
Yeah.
Oh man,
we got Obama, man.
Oh, fuck. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that set light-skinned niggas back like 15 years. God damn.
Not according to Tariq Nasheed. We are the Boule buffer something or another.
What is it? I forgot, but that shit was awesome. Yeah, Tariq Nasheed, tomorrow's Thursday. He should have a new episode up, so we'll see if we have any bullshit that he said that we can riff on.
Yeah.
This is such a hangout episode. Really? I'm drinking a fucking beer?
Yeah.
Like, okay.
Yeah, I don't know. I have all kinds of news. Is there like a particular topic you want to hit?
What's the most interesting thing you have?
The most interesting thing I have, interesting how and to whom. I also have white on white crime. I have fucking real news. I don't know what
fuck it, it's Wednesday. Hit that one.
All right.
How funny is this shit about to be?
Oh, nigga, it's fantastic. I found a female.
Female, cuz.
Cis identity extremist.
Oh, and you know what? Let's do it again. I do this type of thing every couple of months, weeks or so. All right, so why do I do that when someone says the word female and I go female, cuz? All right, so it's kind of gross to just call women female, and I don't even know why. Maybe someone else could articulate that much better than me.
Why it's gross?
Why I personally just found it gross, and I couldn't really connect it.
It's gross because it's dehumanizing to women, because you're not saying women. You're like, a female what? A female rhinoceros? A female human? A female pufferfish? A female fucking what?
Pufferfish? Yeah. That is fucking... Damn.
I mean, like a female what? But this is the thing, is a lot of people who say female regularly also refer to men as men. So how the fuck is it men and females? Why is it not men and women or males and females? Human males, human females. Like, it's really fucking disrespectful to be like, you get to be a man, I have to be a female.
Yeah.
A female, like, a female what? Like, oh yeah, that's gross.
And I would, like, when I was in my early teens and I'd be hanging with some rap niggas, I don't want to say hip hop niggas. Like, these were not full all around cultural hip hop niggas in like South Side Tacoma, East Side Tacoma, when, you know, back in the mid 90s. And sometimes like we're like, hey man, you know, we could actually be a rap group, or we could do a little show or something. They'd be like, yeah, but man, it's just us. Like, we need to get a female, cuz. And like, it's like, shut up, nigga. Just shut up. Or even niggas that's not rapping and just hanging out. Why we ain't got no females here, cuz? So that's why I do that, because that's how I can't get that out of my head from my early teens. And I didn't know then, because I didn't have the vocabulary or the range of thought, that I was just bothered by misogyny. That's what it was. I just didn't know it at that time. All right.
Yeah.
All right. So you got a female cuz, cis
Yes.
identity extremist?
Yes.
Cuz?
Yes.
I should put on the blue hard hat with all this cuz.
This nigga. All right.
I take things from my job.
You sounded like Peter Griffin when you said that. A woman charged with assaulting a man in Wawa bathroom.
Awesome.
One day after alleged naked daycare break-in.
Wait, whoa. No, you don't just get to say that and keep talking. Naked daycare break-in.
Yeah.
Who was naked?
She was.
And she broke into a daycare?
She did.
So she just, oh, please, was it closed?
They didn't specify the hours.
Oh, man, I hope she did not fuck those kids up.
I don't think she did.
Jesus. Naked daycare. All right, go ahead. Make that funny. Go ahead.
I can. Thank you very much. A woman is free on bond after being arrested for allegedly breaking into a Virginia daycare while naked and is behind bars again after police say she pulled at the pants of a man in a men's bathroom in a convenience store.
Wait, these are two separate incidents?
Yes.
Like separate days?
Yes.
Why is she doing this?
I don't know. Investigators, because we love investigations, say 23-year-old Heaven Connor was in the men's bathroom of a Wawa store on Austin Park Drive in Stafford at about 5 p.m. on Friday when she reached under the stall and tugged on the pants of a man who was inside.
Why? Wait. So he's inside the stall.
Yeah, he's inside the stall, probably taking a shit, presumably.
So she smelled shit and was like, I gotta get in on this. What kind of... Is this like the evolution of the mad pooper? They want other people's poop?
I don't know.
Like, is this how they recruit?
Maybe she had a cup. I don't know.
So if you're
Wow,
in
you
a
really
bathroom
let that
stall,
fucking slide.
wait, what'd you say?
I said maybe she had a cup.
Did she have two girls? I don't know. Wait. I can't get over the smelling a stranger's shit in a public bathroom and reaching out.
Also, why was she in the men's bathroom? By everything I've seen so far, there's nothing to indicate that this person is anything other than a cis woman.
Maybe protesting?
Anyways, Heaven was in the bathroom and she reached under a stall and tugged on the pants of a man who was inside. Officials say the victim told them Connor pulled his pants in a downward motion before he left the bathroom and called police.
Now, for some reason in my head, I'm like, you called the police.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know. Maybe he was actually scared. If somebody that I'm assuming cis woman tugged at my trousers while I was swapping booty sweat with strangers on a public toilet, I'm not calling the police. Most likely I can outrun her. I have a strong runaway policy.
Yes.
Like somebody weaker than me that I assume is going to be weaker than me trying to attack me,
I mean,
I'm going to dip.
I'm looking at her picture. She might be tall, but she does not look like, like she's ever done some like serious boxing or fighting or,
like she looks like the Pennsatucky character on the Orange is the New Black.
Yeah.
I don't even know if that showed up on the camera.
Yeah. So, Yeah, so they called the police. Authorities say they found Connor in one of the stalls of the men's bathroom when they arrived, so she just stayed in the bathroom apparently. After he left, I don't fucking know why. She was arrested and is being held without bond on charges of assault and battery. Her arrest at the Wawa store came just one day after she was arrested for allegedly breaking into a Kids on the Move learning center on Cambridge Street while naked.
You think there might be any drugs involved?
Maybe.
Okay.
But if she has a drug problem, it's a very recent drug problem because she has not begun the deterioration of somebody who has a long-term drug problem.
Oh, man. I wonder how many of our white-on-white crime stories are really Breaking Bad stories.
Oh, I'm sure a lot of them are.
Yeah.
Police say she was arrested and charged with unauthorized entry and indecent exposure before being released. We're hoping that the judge can get her some help, and hopefully her attorney can recognize that there is some way to get her the help she needs, said Sean Kimmitz with the Stafford County Sheriff's Office.
Damn, he's like, this here's still a viable white woman.
The social media has gone wild with this story. Just the fact that she was naked in the daycare provided a huge response, but then her being located in the male's restroom and then grabbing a man's leg in there, that created quite an uproar as well.
Wait, they're going from pants to leg. Who said leg?
The cops.
Oh, fuck. So I wonder why the journalist put pants.
Because that's probably what was in the police report?
Huh. Oh, so the cops just don't know what the fuck they're best and the brightest. All right.
I mean, it's not like anybody's passing IQ tests to get there. Which I say that because we covered the story a very long time ago. A man was actually denied a job at a police department because they gave out IQ tests and he scored too high, and they felt it would be a waste of resources to give the job to someone with a high IQ because they might get bored and leave, and that would be a waste of training money.
Might get bored.
Yes.
And it's like they applied for cop. Obviously, they just want to fuck people up. They've seen it on video that it's okay to do.
Mm-hmm. So now, from yesterday, right?
Yes.
This is the daycare story.
Oh, fucking Christ.
Don't worry, it was off hours.
Okay.
So yeah, it's not, you know.
All right, then.
You are listening to White on White Crime in the Wine Cellar.
A Spotsylvania woman was naked when she broke into a Stafford daycare center early Thursday morning, according to police. A Stafford County Sheriff's investigator responded to the scene at the Kids on the Move Learning Center at Cambridge Street around 5:22 a.m.
Oh, fuck. It was in session.
They said off hours.
Oh, you said off hours. 5:22
They probably open at 6.
Really?
Yeah.
But people gotta be at work.
The market will provide, nigga.
Fuck.
They found a woman dressed in black and holding a pair of forks.
Why forks?
She didn't have scissors
Is it
to untether. I don't
Is this
know.
a metaphor? It's a fork in the road? She doesn't know. Like, am I going to do daycares? Am I going to do Wawa bathrooms? Fork in the road. And she, like Jay-Z said, drove by the fork in the road and went straight. She did both.
Why not both? The woman, who they identified as 23-year-old Heaven Connor, Spotsylvania, told the sergeant that she was the daycare owner's wife and he was making a mistake. So she was still white enough to call the fucking manager. An employee told the sergeant she had arrived at the building and was turning on lights when she encountered Connor, who was naked at that time. Apparently, Connor then put on clothes, I guess, because when police got there, she was wearing all black and holding forks. According to the employee, Connor told her she was trespassing and she was fired. Okay.
What?
I don't know.
Wait, owner's wife, trespassing and fired.
Well, she said she was the owner's wife. Nobody, confirmed that.
This is like that story of that white woman that made those phone calls to the police after yelling at that nigger and spitting.
Yeah.
That was a great episode. I want to repost that.
So she walked around telling employees they were fired. The sergeant, oh, Jesus Christ.
I don't know what you're about to say, but it's not good.
The sergeant recognized Connor from an earlier incident
Fuck.
in which she had been reported as a suspicious person when she was seen walking down Route 1. I don't, what was she doing? What was she doing on
Just
Route 1?
reported as a suspicious person.
I just want to know, what was she doing?
Oh my God.
Connor told the sergeant she was coming from Rappahannock Regional Jail.
So what the fuck was that story? How many white on white crimes can one person accrue?
Apparently a lot.
Jesus Christ, can we get a fucking a Mueller investigation on this motherfucker? Jesus Christ.
I don't know, she looks kind of Russian, so maybe. The woman was jailed on charges including unauthorized entry and indecent exposure.
You know, a funny memory I have in my head. Apparently there was a time in the world where my niece went to a daycare daily, and fucking, I go in there and I'm just like, all right, other people's kids. Like, I always just have my hands. I'm just like, let me weave through the crowd and get the one related to me and get away from the offspring of others with their faces and their voices and blah. And some little white boy just grabbed my hand, didn't ask me if I wanted that shit, just grabbed my motherfucking hand and said frog. I'm like, yeah, that's good salutation, young man. Work on it. You know. But he would not let go. And so fucking now I have to go walk with him because I'm being held captive now. Like, I'm pretty sure this is not legal what you're doing, little white boy. And he showed me a frog, but still wouldn't let go of my hand, and then tried to pick up the frog and hand it to me. This was my first few months in Florida. I was attacked.
You were not attacked, nigga.
Yes.
No.
And he just kept saying frog. He was probably 3. A lot of the kids in there were, between 3 and 4.
Yeah.
Yeah, once you were 5, you're off to kindergarten. You need to learn how to hit the labor market. Mm-hmm. Little fucko.
Yes.
I mean, first we're going to teach you care and share. Then we're going to teach you Republican values. I think Jeb Bush was the governor when I moved down there. Ew. Yeah, then it was Charlie Crist and then Rick Scott. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So I Googled her. Apparently,
fuck.
she's not related to the daycare owner at all.
Oh, of course not.
So even though she said she was married to the person. But also the reason she was a suspicious person walking down Route 1 is because she was walking down the middle of the road in the middle of the night.
Oh, fuck. Wait, now I gotta know, does Route 1 have sidewalks?
I don't know.
Because white people will be assholes to other white people. And when they say middle of the road, you might just be somewhat in the road.
They might be, but then again, it happened in the middle of the night because the police, when they found her at the daycare, was at like 5:30 in the morning, but they had already seen her that same day. So sometime between midnight and 5 a.m. is when she was walking down Route 1.
Oh, yeah, so she's token on that good shit.
She
Premium.
on some. Yeah.
Yeah, she on that fucking, is it too soon to say that Amy Winehouse? I just said it.
You did. And apparently she said that she was released from the jail after a domestic assault incident.
Oh, this is a misogyny story as well.
I don't know.
Who's the fucking man? Good, you've activated my misandry. Let's go.
I don't know.
Autobots, engage. That's right.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Nah, you can't find it. That it's a lot to look through. Like you're literally doing research while recording.
I don't know, man.
Yeah, I can't call it on this character.
There's just a lot happening in a very short amount of time. Because one day, somewhere between midnight and 5 a.m., a suspicious person walking down the road, 5:30 a.m., arrested for being naked in a daycare before it opens, and then the very next day, arrested for pulling down a man's pants in a bathroom at a Wawa?
Oh, fuck, I already forgot about that story. Shit.
That's a fucking lot in 24 hours, man.
Yeah, you know what? Maybe she really does need help.
But for what, though? Like...
I don't know. Send in Candace Owens. She loves white people.
Damn.
Candace Owens really should be out here solving white-on-white crime, quite frank.
She should.
Yeah. Get on your fucking job, Candace.
Mm-hmm. And I don't think we're going to cover it, but this is the headline. It amuses me. A man whose last name is Sober was arrested for drunk driving.
What? How?
Because he was drunk. He didn't live up to his name.
Oh, his name? I thought you said a man who was sober.
No, his last name is Sober.
Oh, fuck off. Bloody hell.
Bloody hell.
Oh, Phoenix Kalita, she's a right cheeky bastard.
Yes. And then, of course, a naked man was arrested for hitting a cop in the head. Another cis-identity extremist.
What?
Florida man threatens to destroy everyone with an army of turtles.
Why?
And a white Florida man has been arrested for the 11th time after threatening deputies.
11?
11.
Wait, what? God damn it, I'm not doing this shit, man.
And a Florida man was arrested for burglarizing cars in a jail parking lot after he had just been released from jail.
Whoa. You know what? As a criminal, that's work ethic.
And a Florida man, it's always fucking Florida, paid for his own $8 million island off the Florida Keys, but then got arrested for stealing $300 worth of housewares from Kmart.
What the fuck, man?
It's Wednesday and I did show prep, people. In bed, because I was sick. Well, still am sick, but you know.
If you manual laborers would work as hard as the owners, you wouldn't be so poor now, would you?
I just fucking like, they sent me so many clips and I just keep playing that one. I haven't even played the Diet Misogyny commercial in like 15 episodes, but I just keep playing this clip. This is Lara Loco. Let me do it one more time, because I was like, hey, let's just goof around a little bit, and Lara Loco popped up with this joint.
If you manual laborers would work as hard as the owners, you wouldn't be so poor now, would you?
Like, I want to make that a character. I want Lara Loco to just say a gang of shit like that. Like, literally, you know what? Cover a story like
Wear a
that.
top hat and monocle when she does it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I don't know if they have those. They have flying spider brigades out there, but I don't know if they have that.
They have a snake that fucking crawled up a house.
It works in roofing.
And then there's the one. Did you see the one where the two fucking snakes were fighting and fell through someone's like fucking window into their living room? Like they came through the roof and were just in the living room fucking fighting.
Still fighting?
Yes!
And they fell and they weren't like, oh, you know what? We should relax before they talk about us on their podcast.
Nope.
Fine. Mm-hmm. All right. Damn, we really did 40 minutes of material. And then you had 18 that you recorded?
Yeah, so it's an hour.
Yeah, there's your fucking hour, buddy. I'm going to slap Phoenix shit on the front end. I mean, you'll probably know that now because you're listening. And you know what? This whole thing, socialized episode. The whole fucking thing, buddy.
Okay.
All right. But there is Patreon-only content. Remember, Phoenix Kalita's sex workers' rights program,
Yes.
SWOP, SWOP, Sex Work Outreach Project. That Patreon folks get it early access, and then it goes to the socialized feed. Because Patreon folks and then folks that hit up the PayPal as well, but that's not tied to the Patreon. They make it so the wine cellar can crack off. You know, especially a couple of particular donors like made it so that if it wasn't for like 2 or 3 people, Phoenix Kalita would not have been able to leave that office job. She'd still be there and have worse health problems because I don't know, people may know more about histoplasmosis than me, but my observing with Phoenix Kalita, living with her, stress plays a factor in flare-ups.
Yeah.
All right, so you folks hold it down. That's patreon.com/Wine Cellar Media Fund. Shit, $1 a month and you can get the swap show early.
Yes.
Or paypal.me/Phoenix and William if you want to drop something in the old tip jar. I don't know why I try to talk like Bill Burr when I do that. It's a bad Bill Burr impression. It's not
Is that
working.
what that is? I thought it was just like generic East Coast.
No, see, that's how bad it is. You cannot pinpoint it to a person. Tip jar? I don't know. All right, fuckos. A closing message.
If you manual laborers would work as hard as the owners, you wouldn't be so poor now, would you?